Shalom. First thing we want to do is give all praise and honor and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakwadash.
All right, that's what I'm talking about. Double honor to the apostle and elders of Great Millstone. And salutations to you brothers pushing this word with you said with charity. So the young brother Mashaba, he had a lesson, so we decided to turn it into in transit. Basically going into how these niggas is basically trusting in Esau, you know. So, you know, they finna bring it out and we gonna go into it.
Alright, so first scripture I want to get is First Maccabees chapter 1 verse 11.
You get it, Israel.
Alright.
You got the 16:11, right? Yeah.
Alright. Start there.
Read loud.
In those days went there out of Israel wicked men who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us. For since we departed from them, we have made such sorrow.
Read verse 12 too.
So this device pleased them well.
So yeah, man, you know, Jake, they wanna, you know, go after the ways of Esau, you know, and follow his ways, you know, because Esau ultimately they are saying, you know, do as thou wilt, you know. You know, Jacob, they want to go into their earthly pleasures, man. But the Lord, he ain't about that. Esau literally gives you the license to sin. You know, all this adultery going around, all this homosexuality, and much more going around. You know, and it's mainly all in Babylon. It's in other places too, but mainly in Babylon by Jake. So yeah, all right, get
Isaiah 30:1. Start at 1. All right, read down to verse 3. Get it, Yasharalaba. 30 start at 1.
All right, this is Isaiah 30:1. Woe to the rebellious children.
Right, which is talking about you Israelites. All right, and woe means destruction. All right, keep going.
Saith the Lord, takes take counsel, but not for me, and the cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sins to sins.
Right. So our people, all right, they trust in Egypt. All right, and you know they ain't doing nothing but adding sin on top of sin. They ain't doing nothing but becoming more wicked. All right, and the counsel they taking in is the counsel of Egypt, or aka Babylon, or aka America. All right, they trust in the American system, they trust in the Senate, the Republic, they trusting in the president. All right, but really they trusting in death, they trusting in destruction, because the scriptures say all that hate me love death. You know, keep going.
The walk to go down into Egypt, and have not asked at my mouth.
Keep going.
To strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt.
Right. So for one, they go down to Egypt, and then they ain't even ask the Lord what should they do, because it's instances in the scriptures where, you know, the Lord told them, hey, look, he said go into Babylon. I told them to do it. All right. You know, you got Jake that just trusting in everything Egypt. All right, they trusting in the police system, especially the black woman or the Israelite woman. 911 is their best friend. All right, then they trust in the school system, which is the fool system. All right, which really ain't nothing but to indoctrinate your kids. All right. But yeah, you got to play the game. All right? They don't teach you shit, really. All but how to be a good servant, a good slave. Keep going.
Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust of the shadow of in the shadow of Egypt your confusion.
Right. So since you trusted in Egypt, just like people that got the jump shot, all right, they got the Ninja Turtle sauce, all right, the Ivan Ooze, all right, just like the people who got that. And what's going on now? They dropping dead, all right. So I say, so you trusted in the shadow of Egypt. Egypt shall be your confusion, and they don't know what's going on with them. You got something called sudden adult death syndrome. Alright, hey, that's how they cover up they oozes. Alright, they just like I had a son that died of it's called SIDS, sudden infant death syndrome, and that happened is really the body rejects the ooze. All right, and they end up dying, man. You know. You got go ahead. You got that.
All right, let me. All right, this is Ecclesiasticus, chapter 9. I'm gonna start at verse 11. All right, read. Come on.
I returned and saw under.
Wait. Is that Ecclesiastes? No, Ecclesiasticus. It's down in the Apocrypha. All right, this chapter 9, start at verse 11. All right, read it.
Envy not the glory of a sinner, for thou knowest not what shall be his end.
So, Jacob, they going after the ways of the heathens and Esau, but they not knowing that they basically, walking into their own a grave, man. All right, keep on reading.
Delight not in the things that is unglorious.
No, delight not in the thing that the ungodly.
Just slow down, son. You get it. Keep going.
Have pleasure in, but remember, they shall not be unpunished unto their grave.
So, man, Jake, they just wanna, walk and talk like Esau, or be like these Edomites, man. But all that's gonna result in is you adopting the ways of the heathen, and the Lord, he just destroying you with that fire along with the 2/3 and of course the heathens, man. All right, now last verse, verse 13.
Keep thee far from the man that hath power to kill, so shalt thou not doubt the fear of death. And if thou come into him, make no fault, lest he take away thy
life presently.
Thy life presently. Remember that thou walkest upon the mindset
the battlements of the city. Battlements.
Battlements of the city.
All right, so yeah, man, this place it really isn't Babylon. It isn't really, is we walk in the valley of the shadow of death, man. This is an ongoing spiritual war. Jake, they want to get on the left side of the war. Not join the right side. Right side, the right-handed, right side meaning that's a right side to be on, man. So yeah.
You got something else?
Yeah.
I'll read the next one.
Okay. Ecclesiasticus chapter 13 verse 17. Yeah, Sirach 13 verse 17.
It's Sirach 13 and 17. What fellowship has the wolf with the lamb, so the sinner with the godly? What agreement is there between the hyena and the dog? And what peace is there between the rich and the poor? As the wild ass is the lion's prey in the wilderness, So the rich eat up the poor.
So yeah, man. You know, Esau, he ain't gonna do nothing but eventually stab you in the back, in the end of all things, man. So all this, you know, scoffing and mocking at us, still going after the ways of the heathen, after we told you not to, is really just all gonna amount to a painful demise, a pain by Salakia, death by pain.
Right.
All right.
Let me keep reading. It says, "As the proud hate humility, so doeth the rich abhor the poor. A rich man beginning to fall is held up of his friends, but the poor man being down is thrust also away by his friends." Right? So basically, rich ain't got nothing to do with you. He hate the proud. Just like the humble don't deal with the rich, man. Because a lot of times, somebody who on the bottom, they don't really like people with the rich because of their attitude. They got this pompous attitude. In the same way, and a lot of rich people, they feel like that the poor is nothing worth. You know?
I got another precept.
Ended with that one.
All right. This is Ecclesiasticus, or Sirach, chapter 12, verse 10. All right? Israel, or Yasharalaba. All right. Easy. No, not Ecclesiastes, Ecclesiasticus. It's in the green. Yeah, 12 verse 10. All right, start there.
Never trust thou enemy for likes as iron rusteth, so is wickedness.
So is his wickedness. All right, verse 11. Well, hold on, stop. So yeah, man, you know, never trust thine enemy, and who's our enemy? Jacob's enemy, Esau. Right. All right. Last verse 11.
Though he humbled himself, and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hadst white a
looking glass. All right.
And
thou no, I'm helping you because you almost stopping a lot.
And thou shalt know that his rust hath not been altogether wiped away.
So yeah, man, you know, once you really start getting into these scriptures, you know, you really gonna start to see that the white man Esau, he really just is a pile of manure, man.
And these niggas.
Yeah. And you know where Jay gets that from? It get that from Esau, man. So yeah, you know, and even a normal person could see that the white man is just a pile of manure. But once you get into these scriptures, you're really gonna see it.
Right. And plus, the scriptures also say, "You are your father the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do." All right, so it say he was a murderer from the beginning, which is talking about Cain. You know. So you basically going in the same way that your father going. And that's why you're going to get the same destruction. All right? So with that, we just hope it was edifying. Want to give all praise and honor and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakwadash.
Devon to the apostle elders, a great millstone. And salutation, you brothers pushing this word with truth and saying for charity. Shalom.
Abba,